Welcome back to Dave Does Outdoors. There's no sidekick Audrey today, but we've got an even bigger, more special sidekick. We've got Mia. Nice one, Mia. Thanks for joining Dave Does Outdoors. So we're down at Elie, down at the Chain walk, and it's like a via ferrata. So I don't know how much you'll see this in the sunshine, but there was big battlements up here, and you can see some concrete sticking out the top there. There was big guns along this part of the Fife coast, and when at the height of war you couldn't walk around the coast, so they built this chain walk right around this volcanic. So the path just kind of sort of goes along this volcanic lava. It's nice and grippy. The tide's pretty out just now. It's been years since we've done this. Mia's done it before, I've done it a few times. This is like a rite of passage for the kids. So we're going to crack on, and I'll do some filming as we go. It's reasonably hard. I think the kids all did it. I don't know how old. How old do you reckon you were, Mia, when you first did it? 10? About 10 roughly. But we've got a really nice day, and the chain walk is meanders, starts over here. We'll do some filming, goes right around. We're going to cook a little bit of a fire right around in the far beach. So it's still cold, but the forecast seems fair. So listen, thanks again for joining us. We'll just crack on. Take your time. Keep going.
There's rocks in there.
So we're just kind of hugging the stone, looking for little stepping stones. We're getting some decent handhold. The turf's reasonably settled. This is probably the most challenging piece, this section, but it's nice and grippy. So we're just looking for little footholds and handholds that are firm. It's all really stable. So if you take your time, it looks more exposed than it actually is. Chuck a few of the loose stones down out the way and just kind of go down in reverse down this little section, looking for grips, looking for feet. Having nice grippy shoes is definitely worthwhile. That's it. Well done. Okay, so just keep your hands coming down, keep your feet coming down. Well done. This is a nice section, so that's probably the hardest piece, I think. There's some big chains coming up, haven't seen any chain yet. If you just follow, it's quite an obvious path. This cave though is well cool. You can just, like, again, when the tide's in, it's pretty unpassable. When high tide's in, this is full. So you can imagine you couldn't get across here without swimming. So it is pretty unpassable at high tide. So this at high tide, I don't know how much light you'll get. You coming in, Mia? I'll just put my phone on, my light on my phone. I'm not sure how slidey these rocks are. Don't end up on my backside. Not really. Okay, just stay at the mouth then. Wow. Didn't realise it goes all the way back. So some driftwood, and it looks dry. Nice. Wow. Super cool. I think that's the biggest cave. Nice. Climb up then. Just straight up. Here's the kind of, this is kind of the beginning, so I thought we were a little bit early. So yeah, a wee bit of a kind of warning. 8 chains, some vertical, some are 10 metres high.
Is this where it starts?
Kind of, yeah. We went the hard route, so you can see the path. It's not for the faint-hearted, but a couple of brave explorers like Dave and this little one. How you doing? You enjoying it?
Yeah.
Having fun?
Yeah.
Well done. Oh, here we go. First chain. Nice. Now the fun begins.
No, I'm not going like that.
Now the fun begins. So again, when the tide's in, you go along that one. We'll do it for fun, but obviously you can just, so again the tide's coming in, so you need to be careful. And there's really big kelp, seaweed and kelp. I've done some coastal swimming along here in a group, which was absolutely fantastic. We swam right round, which is excellent. So yeah, I love it down here. This is, I don't know if that's the biggest, and there's a bigger one than that. So let's crack on. We don't want to get stuck up here when the tide's coming in and big waves crashing over us. Let's get a crack on.
Okay.
Left foot into the left cup, chain in between your legs.
But it's too hard.
Just go for it, jump your left foot up. There you go. Now you're going to get into a rhythm of left, right, rather than trying to cross your legs over. Well done. That's it. Whew.
Flexibility helps.
Yeah. Woof. So again, the kind of volcanic, flat volcanic. Ooh, I'm out of breath going up that one. Nice, Mia. Fantastic lava formation as well. So we got some drone of the kind of the battlement up there. So loving the drone, by the way. That's the second time. I got a wee fly of it yesterday up at our park, but today by the sea I thought I'd bring it. It's a wee bit windy, and I got a low signal at one point when it was high, so learning, but so far so good. Getting a good bit of support from Mia today, learning the new stuff. So you can see the beautiful formations, and we're going up, got a few more. We're going to have our lunch on the beach, which is right around the coast there. So this is part of the Fife Coastal Path as well, so absolutely magic. Mia, you having fun? Mm-hmm. Mia's been top. Amazing. Mia's turning 13 soon, aren't you? Mm-hmm. Looking forward to it. The big 1-3 teenager. Mm-hmm. Can't believe it. I'm feeling super old. Super old, but super blessed. left foot, other side of the chain. You know, just up. Nicely does it. On a thin chain. Rapid style. Yes. See the really interesting volcanic layering on this Jurassic coastline. This beach is absolutely covered in these beautiful round stones. You can see just the sun's coming out to warm us up. We're getting chilly there. Right, come on, let's crack on.
It's a big one.
This is quite a hard section again. Drops down here, so again when the tide's in, you need to go along that one. Little steps. That's quite tricky. You pull yourself, you end up kind of sort of pulling yourself off the hill, off the rock face. So nice work. Woohoo! Good in. That's the tricky. And you've got this little same sign at this end. So this is the kind of the Elie end. We're going to have our lunch on the beach, get a little fire. There's plenty of driftwood, one little dog walker, so we'll get a wee bit of space. And so yeah, wow, look at that. It's either a heron or, I know it's a wee group of birds. That was excellent. Wow, buzzing. Recommend that. Recommend it. Right. What a backdrop here. So we're making good time. It's after 11. It's 11:15. So by the time we get the fire to cooking height, that's my GoPro. That's how we roll. We're going to get the fire down here. We've got a little bit of shade. Mia's managed to get my hat, which is cool. We've got a little bit of seating for the old bums. We've got this camo, full cam jacket, not, but we'll add a wee bit of wind protection because it's really quite windy. So we've just got, yeah, got a lighter in there just as well. Yeah, nothing as big as that. We're using a little fire twig stove. Yes, they're good, but just do one more run, thin little bits like this, so we can chop it up. Good stuff, Mia. Oh, it's getting rustier and rustier mould. Wood stove. I won't show Mia because she's seen it many a time. It was out in the rain the other night up the hill. That's where the chain walk. That was the secure war. That's a sort of militarised zone up there where the gun emplacements were, looking across the Forth. So when the Germans were coming in their frigates, it was protective. This beach, stunning, absolutely stunning. So got a little bit of shelter from the stones, Good, Mia's doing some wood prep. All good. Sit on, look. Get that paper on. Then this is all pretty dry driftwood. Good. Perfect. See, this is all nice and dry, straight off the beach, quite thin. Should take, just build it up, never take it for granted. Talking about, right there, tiny little bit of paraffin, smaller than that, just to kickstart it. That's going to be a furnace. Bacon, lettuce, tomato in a sweet brioche bun. That's how we roll. When you're roughing it with Dave Does Outdoors. I've got my hand wipes. That'll do. Nice. Make sure that you don't drop any plastic. Just chucking a couple of these in my bag at all times. Something really nice about cooking down the beach. Mia's hat's too small for me. To swap hats back. Please. Trust me, you'll be warm enough in the... Sorry? Yeah. It's crushing my head. Try it for a minute or two with your hood up. Keep your hood up. That's what I'm talking about. Really nice burgers and smoked streaky. Is that making your mouth water?
Oh, come on. That isn't actual water.
You sitting up ready for this?
Yeah.
Bon appetit. Now watch, it's going to drip and everything.
Oh.
Cooking at the beach. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Right, I'm going to devour that. You can add a bit of your own coffee to it. Oh, that's it. Really nice. Surprised how quiet it's been. Louis and I sat down here when he was small and had a fire, and there was a raft and he went rafting after the chain walks. It's a really special space. That's Mia running up the hill. We're going to just cut up over the cliff top and we'll do a little bit of filming up by the war, the battlements. There was a couple of big gun emplacements up there. Good, Mia.
What is that? Go like that. And then like that. And then you go. You get really warm.
April's latest creation, homemade macaron. Guys, take a bite and you get the rest. Oh man. Wow. Oh, nice. That's us. What a nice little spot for lunch. And flew the drone, but it doesn't like, you can't really feel it, but there's a decent wind coming along the coast there, so the wee drone, because it's light, it was really struggling against the wind, so it's kind of like getting blown away. So we're going to go up the hill and do a little bit of filming at the top. What a spot though, lovely lunch, nice coffee. This is one of my favourite beaches, absolutely stunning. Just came up this way, so this is the beginning of the kind of, this was the kind of main one of the gun. So you'd have had, that's tar that they used to waterproof the outside of the concrete. So you can see here, right across the Forth to May Island, that's Berwick Law. Further levels of security going up, so this would have been barbed wire, you know, a really secure position overlooking the Forth. Serious kind of war memorabilia, and then it goes up to the main point up here. But that was where I've camped down on that beach. Check out my other videos if you're interested, check them out. And a stunning view, beautiful day right across. Here's my companion for the day, Mia. How you getting on? You had fun?
Yeah.
You enjoy lunch?
Mhm.
Nice. Yummy. You've done amazing on that, on the chain walk. Absolutely amazing. This is probably the best remaining. You can see the concrete, trying to make it look like rock, natural rock for camouflage. And then you've got this beautiful bay, gun bay, where they would have two really big guns pointing out to the Forth. And then you've got the little pillboxes, and you've got the one that I managed to get on the GoPro over the hill that we'll go and check out. So you can see the access, you can still see a little bit of the tar that the roof would have been absolutely covered in. Looks like a little kind of back room here. And but yeah, reinforced concrete, steel, bit of a kind of building out the back, and the view basically right out onto the Forth. So a very defensive position. This one, reinforced concrete, probably some sort of back space, and then you've got this one again, you can actually access it a bit easier. So again, exactly the same. So the gun would have sat here, and this would have been pointing out that way. So you had one pointing out that way, one pointing this way. Amazing that it's still in relatively good nick since the Second World War. And again, the kind of concrete made like stone. So two big guns and a small spotting space. Really interesting though. Massive, massive works. You've got all these little, there's like air raid shelters and sort of probably comms. You've got like cellars, these are built right into the mountainside. Excuse me. Little, this one's open, like little kind of air raid shelters and wow. There's nothing much in it, but it's solid concrete. Sorry, honey. So again, this would have been like, you know, again something else here. These would have been more defensive kind of. Right guys, I think we're signing off. That was really nice. I've enjoyed that. Enjoyed a special day with Mia.
Yeah.
Some really nice lunch, chain walk, and a few little Second World War kind of battlements and stuff. So hope you've enjoyed that. Something a little bit different, local, fresh air, nice. So again, remember to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and press the little bell for notifications. And I'm sure we'll be getting out soon with Audrey. I don't know what's planned, but we'll be seeing you soon. So thanks again for joining us. Take care.